Hello, my lovely Libras, and welcome back to Mazysgarden. This is your April monthly reading. I know we're headed towards the end of April, so these are going to be energies going from April into May. I hope that you guys get what you need out of these, out of this video. If it does not resonate with you, please check the other signs in your birth chart. If you do not know what the other signs of your birth chart is, you can always reach out to me and I can help you with that. My way you can get a hold of me, my email's in the description box below. There's also a link tree to my social media and other ways that you can get a hold of me. Please come and interact with me, come visit, hang out, and get the messages and the stuff that I offer on my, Facebook and my Instagram, all that good stuff. I am going to do this a little bit differently because now this is like a monthly. It's not like a weekly. I was doing weeklies. That was getting a little overwhelming for me. I, have an everyday life that I have to do. So I'm just trying to figure something out where I have the time to be able to really put out what I want and you guys get the messages you need. But it gives me a little bit more flexibility and freedom of time. So as I'm working that out, please bear with me until we get into a good flow and a good way of things. I might change things around a little bit here and there to tweak what I really need. And I hope that you guys stay patient with me while I try to figure that out for this channel. Okay, so what I am going to do here is we're going to do a full spread. It's a version of a Celtic cross spread almost, but so it's just a cross spread that I like to use. And then I'm going to clarify that spread. We're going to use some oracles to get some confirmations and added messages. And then I'm going to use two oracle decks for messages from your person at the end. And then we're going to get some charms. I have some charms here in this bag towards the end just for some clarifications and some energies and maybe some things that you need to work on or messages that spirit wants to give you that I might not have picked up in the initial spread. This is the crystal grid that I have offered here up on the table. There is a full picture of this on my Instagram and my Facebook. So again, to go over to there, that's in the description box below in that link tree. So go ahead and go over if you have any questions about any of the crystals. I don't sell them, but I do know where to get them, and or like if you're really drawn to a certain crystal that's here on the table or something that you see here, please feel free to reach out to me and ask. I love answering questions. I love interacting with you guys. I look forward to it. So for the initial cross spread, I'm going to use these three decks for the energies. We're going to go with the green tarot witch. That's going to be the cross. I'm going to clarify with the spellcasters, and then the oracle is our sacred traveler. And then my other oracles, I'll let you guys know what they are when I pull them out for messages of your person, or from your person, or just messages about a connection that may be in your life towards the end, because these are general messages. So, it might not always be about love. It might, whatever comes out. All right, so let's get into your reading, Libra. I really hope that you guys have been doing well, that you're, getting through these heavy energies that we're experiencing planetary-wise. I hope that you are moving through them easily. And like I said, if this does not resonate, check the other signs in your chart. If you feel like you need a personal reading, please reach out to me. My bookings are open. So I'm also offering Reiki as well, in person if you live near me, and also virtually and or distance Reiki if you do not. So feel free to message me about any of those services. All right, guys, so this was already casino shuffled off camera, so everything's all set and ready to go for this initial spread, but then you're going to see me shuffling the other cards when I come in for the clarifications, okay? I'm going to lay it out, and then we'll go from there, and we'll read it how it goes, okay? So, current situation, challenged by your goals and focus. This is the past energy, your strength, immediate future, the outcome, and the overall message for this reading, wow, is the Justice card. In this deck, it's called the Standing Stone. Balance coming in. This is some kind of turning in favor, turning in karmic favor. So there's a lot of balancing coming in. Something about righting of the wrongs. A lot of good karma is coming in is the overall message here. You could possibly maybe be dealing with somebody here with water placements, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Taurus, Libra is also what I'm getting. Libra is yours. I really feel like this is your energy with the Empress here, but we'll get to that. And I feel like, there's something here, maybe something that, you've put up boundaries here in the past. Yeah, maybe something ended or something unexpected happened and it's kind of made you get defensive, put up boundaries. You really defended yourself and there's some kind of karmic justice or some kind of balance that's coming in for you, Libra. This is your card. This is your sign, right? Libra, balance, the Justice card typically tends to talk about that, or Virgo to me, energetically, but this is really you stepping into your power. This is you holding on to your own energy here. I'm getting something really heavily with balance. And I don't necessarily think about balance just like in your outside physical material life world. This feels like a lot of like internal balance here. This labyrinth is actually Hecate's wheel. And that talks a lot about balancing within oneself, a lot of karmic favor and things turning. So we'll see how that clarifies, and we'll kind of get deeper into what is it that maybe you're balancing here. What is it that you're bringing into, balance? This also could be somebody, coming in for an apology or kind of trying to right a wrong possibly that has happened. But I really feel like this is some kind of balance. Yeah, there's something about balancing. You had gone through maybe something that was extremely unfair in the past, and the universe or whomever, if this has to do with a situation or just, like I said, the universe, spirit is trying to come in and balance the situation for you. Your current energy is the Three of Wands. So, no, excuse me. Sorry about that. This is the Three of Wands. So this is like waiting. This is taking time to like kind of pause, waiting for ships to come in. This also could talk about maybe some things like going on behind the scenes that you don't know about, that you're not seeing. Okay. So in your current situation, you may not be able to see everything clearly. You may not be able to understand maybe what's going on, and you really feel like you're waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for this justice, this balance. It's like you're waiting for these good things to come in, right? And you're feeling like maybe you're struggling in that, right? Because you're challenged by the Six of Athames, which is the Six of Swords. Okay, so this is walking away from negativity. This is moving out of chaos and conflict, moving away from anything that no longer serves you. In this one, it looks like it's like tallied here, right? So it's like maybe you're still connected to the past somehow. Maybe the past is still connected to you somehow, right? And maybe you've gone through this push and pull from the past, and it's actually taking you a little bit longer to move forward, to get to the other end of this negativity, this tunnel, right, that you're in, or the other side of the lake, or whatever the other side of whatever this is. And I feel like you've been waiting to get to the other side of this, to get to the other side of this negativity, to be able to move away from the chaos and conflict and whatever has been going on in the past. And I feel like you're feeling challenged about, should I stay or should I go? Should I walk away from this completely? And you're really thinking about what brings you balance, what's really going to be conducive for you and in your life, right? And I feel like maybe you're struggling a little bit about, do I wait or do I move forward? Do I stay where I'm at? Do I go somewhere else here? Especially with that, and especially maybe Maybe some traveling by boat or water is significant to you because of these two. They're both in boats, right? So it's like you're really waiting for calmer waters, right? Maybe you've been really in some turbulent waters and you're just waiting for some calmer waters. Your hopes and goals and your focus is the Seven of Chalices. This talks about opportunities. This also talks about imagination, being able to like really think of new things creatively. This also talks about allowing yourself to be open to other possibilities, being able to see other possibilities, consider other possibilities. Now, this also could talk about maybe being, having a little bit of illusions, or maybe, fantasizing or temptations a little bit, right? So you really have to be careful you're not deluding yourself when you're considering these options, when you're considering these opportunities that are in front of you. Now, you may be presented, okay, with a bunch of opportunities, and you really have to think about, hold on one second. Hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry about this. Okay. Sorry about that. So like I said, you want to make sure that you're really focusing and not deluding yourself about these opportunities and or what it is, these choices that could be presenting themselves to you, okay? And we'll get more about like maybe what's a little bit confusing, or maybe there's a slight level of confusion, or maybe you're just feeling like overwhelmed by too many opportunities, or you can't choose, like you don't know which one to choose. Maybe there's a couple of really good opportunities and you're just having a hard time really listening to your intuition about, the opportunity to stay or to go, the opportunity to start something new, or, maybe stick with something from the past, or, maybe work something out from the past. Okay. So in the past here, it says Page of Athmaze. And the Page of Athmaze talks about like discovery, maybe some truth coming to light, maybe really trying to figure out clarity and truth of the situation, especially with the owl here and the moon, like the intuition. Quite possibly could be somebody that could be like, maybe there was some heavy watching, or just maybe just some truth needing to come out. I don't know. I feel like there's a couple of energies going on here with maybe you have somebody from the past that's watching you still. Somebody could be, still like on your social media or something along those lines. But I just really feel like this is you asking for clarity. You're really like, we're praying and putting a lot into needing to understand how to move forward, maybe in something, maybe the clarity of a situation, which path to choose, just needing some answers here. But in the past, it's like, I feel like there was a heavy need for your intuition, okay? And there was a heavy need for you to maybe see the truth for what it really was, or maybe needing to hear the truth. Yeah. Okay. I'll get more clarification when we pull more cards on that. And your strength is the Three of Chalices. So this could talk about your support system. This could talk about your friends and your family really being there for you. Your strength is really tapping into your community, being able to see the optimistic side of things, being able to, even if there was something that was negative that happened in the past, like, some kind, like, just something that you've been waiting for. It's just like, I feel like you're still optimistic about it. I feel like your strength is that you still can see things from a good perspective. You also have like a really strong support system is also what I'm getting here. You may have, family or friends, even if it's just a select few that are really there for you. Okay, is what I'm feeling for some of you. Or maybe you just really know how to, maybe your strength is in forgiveness. Maybe you really know how to see things from all perspectives, and you're able to really offer some kind of love and forgiveness. Even if like maybe you were the one that was done wrong, you still have the capacity and capability of being able to extend your love or forgiveness. And just because maybe, if this is about somebody, you forgive somebody, that doesn't necessarily mean they need to be in your life. You just have the capacity to be able to forgive somebody for maybe some of the things that they have done, maybe some of the wrongdoings they have done, or decisions that they have made in the past. But I'm really feeling like a lot of this has to do with a strong support system, really being able to maybe even, just like really tap into being balanced too as well. Also, I know that in some decks that the Three of Chalices could talk about like spiritual growth and or some kind of threefold, feeling very just like magical sometimes, or very ritualistic. So that also could be somebody's strength. Okay. All right. So moving on into our immediate future, we have the Earth Mother, which is the Empress in this deck. And this obviously talks about being fruitful and abundant, really in one's power, really connected to the earth, and I'm feeling like down to earth, very grounded. Someone that's going to be able to reap what they've been harvesting, reap what they're sowing, right? Really standing in one's power, just very fruitful, creative, and abundant is also what I'm feeling. I mean, if it's something that you've been wanting to get pregnant or pregnancy is a thing, I would look out for that. Her being pregnant here maybe in the future. So if that's something that you've been working towards, there's a great possibility of that happening for you. But I'm just seeing like really fruitful abundance, really being connected to nature, being one with oneself to the point where it's really feeling like you're flowing with the universe and the universe is flowing back with you. Okay. And then the outcome is the King of Chalices. Again, this could be you connecting with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This could be you also. If you have any of those in your chart, like the same sign. But this really talks about being a lot of growth, being emotionally fulfilled, being emotionally mature, knowing who you are, standing in that power, being really fruitful and harmonious, right? I'm just feeling like a lot of just like a lot of harmony, a lot of things balancing out. You're just feeling like really emotionally fulfilled. And again, you're really bountiful. Okay. I feel like you not only have emotional abundance, right? Because abundance can come in many different forms, not just wealth or finances. You might not only just have emotional abundance, but you also could have like financial abundance. You are able to fend for oneself. Things are really, with the bees here, things are really feeling like they're cohesive with your unit. You know, you might have a happy family life. You guys are all working together nicely. Things might really feel smoothed out, and you're just feeling really balanced and emotionally fulfilled here. Okay, so let's kind of get into this deeper and heavier. Okay, let's kind of see. I want to clarify this overall energy with the justice, with the standing stone, this balancing. Spirit, can you tell me more, please, about this standing stone for Libra for the end of April, going into May here? Hermit. Okay, so this balancing that's coming in could very well be because maybe you've started to go within oneself. Maybe you started to recognize where you needed some introspection and you started going in and maybe doing some shadow work, really starting to look at oneself, really starting to kind of see where things are working and they weren't working, and needing to really like be unto oneself to really kind of figure that out. You know, this also could be talking about opening up spiritually. You might started and or on a spiritual journey, and you could be like ascending higher, really starting to take your spiritual journey seriously. And because of that, there's a lot of balance coming in for you. There's a lot of things starting to like work in your favor because you're starting to do this karmic clear out, right? Because you're really starting to look within oneself here. This is also the sign of Virgo. Okay. Anything else? Four of Swords. Yeah. It's like you went into like this contemplative rest state. You started working on oneself. You started going within and allowing yourself to, again, this heavy balance that's coming in. You're really starting to see things differently. And because of that, I really feel like maybe things start changing for you because you're making better decisions. You're seeing things clearer. You're able to make, honestly, really good decisions. Because you're starting to do the inner work and really becoming in tune with oneself here. Okay. I also feel like whatever possibly situation that needed to be righted or, you know, balanced out, I feel like things kind of... I feel like maybe you're divinely protected, and that's kind of why things are happening the way that they are. I'm feeling like a heavy divine protection from this as well. Okay. So maybe that's why things kind of happened the way that they did, or things are happening the way that they are. I feel like you have a lot of help from the other side. So really tap in and meditate and talk to your guides, because I really do feel like you're surrounded by a lot of really loyal entities, spirits, angels, guides, however you resonate. I just really feel like you're really heavily protected here. Especially if you're really spiritual. If you like resonate as a really spiritual person, you are like really heavily protected. All right, let's move on here. Tell me more about this Three of Wands, this waiting. Spirit, this waiting. What is this? Page of Cups. Waiting for a love offer, waiting for love to come in, waiting for possibly, you know, something that's being offered to you that could be like emotionally fulfilling, right? Also, that thing that maybe you felt like maybe something was going on behind your back, maybe there is more than one person involved here, or somebody's very greedy, okay, behind one's back, and that just maybe you need to keep a lookout with that, really go within oneself and really know, like, is this situation conducive for me? Because I always feel with this card, like there's something going on here where maybe some kind of breadcrumbing, or just somebody's really charming and maybe just does some weird stuff behind one's back, okay? But anyway, you're really just waiting for some kind of, this could be some kind of love offer, okay? More for the Three of Wands, please. It's like you're waiting for these, yeah, okay, you're waiting for change here. You're waiting for your luck and your love to change. You're waiting for maybe these things maybe these third party situations that have happened in the past. You're waiting on something right, something to change, some kind of karmic justice, and or for things to kind of turn in your favor here. Okay. And really allowing yourself I think divine timing is at play here, and that's why you feel like you're waiting for a really long time for like a love offer or something that's emotionally fulfilling to come in and change for you. Because I feel like there's maybe some negativity, or there's something that you're still not walking away from, or you're having a hard time walking away from, and everything's kind of happening in a divine timing. There's some kind of balance that's coming in, but you're needing to walk away from some kind of negativity. So let's see what that is with the 6, because that's the challenge. Whoa, things came flying out for that. So hold on just a second here. Okay. The Page of Wands. So this could have been some kind of news or communication. And the Strength card. So what? Walking away. Moving. Ooh, and the Queen of Wands. Okay. There's something here, possibly a fire sign. Okay, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe you got some communication, or there's some kind of fire sign that has maybe really passionate, fiery communication, but maybe you're holding back, or there's some kind of restriction there. I feel like it's like needing to walk away from anything that's like restriction, immature, impulsive, maybe a little bit combative here. And maybe the strength is in moving away from anything negative, really having the confidence and the optimism that you are strong enough, okay, to move away from anything that's no longer serving you in your life, that you are moving into calmer waters, that you're moving away from the negative things, because you're really starting to go within and listen to yourself, and moving away from anything that's no longer conducive, really finding the strength within oneself to walk away, so that things can change, so that this divine timing, so that the things that you know that are meant for you in your life that are supposed to be coming in really can come in. Having the confidence and the power, and knowing your worth, okay? You also might be getting news from a fire sign, and that's something that you're really going to need to control yourself or hold back from, maybe immediately responding or communicating, okay? And just like walking away from any kind of immature communication and or anything that's going to upset you is how I'm heavily feeling with that. Okay. Yeah, there's the 3 of Wands again. But in this one, it's like about setting yourself free and allowing yourself to experience life the way that you're supposed to. Okay. The goals in your focus being the 7 of Chalices. Oh, here we go. So maybe this is confusion around an ending. Maybe you're having confusions around an ending. This is a Death card. There's some kind of transformation. So transformation and or ending for a new beginning. So whether these opportunities, I need more. Five of Swords. The confusion, the ending of this self-sabotage, this mental conflict, so that you can find stability. Ending of anything that's stabbing you in the back in your home life, like anything that's no longer conducive to a happy home life. This is the ending of the illusion here that wherever maybe that you were in, whatever home life, whatever thing that maybe you thought was stable, maybe it was long-term, right? A long-term relationship or commitment to something. Maybe that's ending here. The conflict, the sabotage, the deceit and the deceptiveness around it mentally and or, you know, in it, the illusions and the deception is ending. There is a transformation happening within maybe your home life or something that was long-term and created a lot of stability for you. Okay. And maybe that's where the strength, needing to know your power, needing to know that you are strong enough and having the optimism that you are going to make it through and reach the other side of this beautifully. Okay. Your goal and your focus is really ending any kind of deceit or self-sabotage, mental conflict within a long-standing, like I just feel like maybe there was a lot of confusion or there's a lot of temptations and just a lot of illusions going on, and that's ending. You're starting to see things, I think, really clearly here. Okay. Moving on to the past here with this page of Athmes, maybe, you know, needing to use that intuition, right? In the past, needing to really be able to see things clearly. And I feel like you were really trying to, you were seeking out the truth in the past. And honestly, I think maybe because of the current situation you're in, maybe you had found it, maybe you figured it out. Yeah. Seeking out about a new beginning, seeking out of maybe, you know, maybe this is Aries energy. Maybe you were, maybe, you know, there was a new beginning or seeking out clarity and using your intuition to take a leap of faith, to start something over, start something new, really move forward in something. Also, maybe needing clarity. Maybe this was this, if this embodies somebody, maybe this is something that was very non-committal, you know, a very non-committal energy or somebody who didn't want to be tied down or just a very impulsive behavior, right? And just really needing clarity over this. Can I have more for that? Okay. Yeah. Choices, new beginning or walking away. You were, so this was you in the past searching and praying for clarity. And do I step and take a leap of faith and choose a new beginning, or do I choose to move away? Do I choose to something, a new beginning in choices, choosing a path, having choices, and possibly moving away into triumph, possibly, you know, really gaining clarity and boom, making a choice to move away, step into a new beginning. This clarity that you were praying for and coming through, I really feel like it came through. The clarity on making this choice, right? Because I feel like there was a back and forth. Should I stay or should I go, right? What I was saying in the beginning, should I stay or should I go? And it's like you were really praying for the clarity on this. Should I stay or should I go? Should I start something new? Should I take a leap of faith and try to make something new out of this? Or should I go? Should I move forward into maybe something new? Should I, you know, like a bat out of hell moving on here? Because with the six of Athmes and the Chariot, that's really talking about moving forward and getting the hell out of Dodge. Okay. And I think you were heavily in the past contemplating and feeling like you needing answers and really just mentally conflicted, right? About something that was maybe long-term and, or something that you had been in for a long time, or something to do with your home life. Do I move away or do I stick this out and try to make the best of it? Your strength is the Three of Chalices, right? This is this support that you have. Wow, the Star card. This talks really about healing. This talks about your connection with the universe, wishes fulfillment. This is like being heard. So it's like your strength is, I feel like you're heavily protected. I really feel like you're heavily protected, not only in the 3D here with like family and friends, you're also heavily protected on the other side. And there's some kind of healing going on. There's some kind of really strong connection. And it's a wish fulfillment. Hold on. All these just flew. Okay. Healing. Ooh, clarity. Being really independent. So healing this mental conflict, right? Gaining clarity on a situation. Hold on, I put this down over this. This also came out. A Two of Cups, right? All right. Healing this mental conflict, this gaining the truth and clarity about really maybe putting into work or maybe feeling dissatisfied, feeling like way too independent in what's supposed to be